Hey everybody, Sean here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Desperados 3, grabbing the Veteran Bounty Hunter achievement. This is to kill all of the hidden dev characters. This is going to be the first type of collectible in the game. Highly recommend using cheat codes for this. You want to make sure you go into your options, plug in a USB keyboard, and then type in "this is not supported," all one word, no capital letters. You should get access to the dev commands, which should make this super easy. Here are going to be the controls on screen. There is a controller as well as a keyboard and mouse option depending on what version you are playing. Anyways, getting started, the first set of characters are going to appear on level 2. There's going to be a total of 31 in the game. So there's going to be 2 of them in this level. First one up is right at the beginning, at the end of the first section of the tutorial. After you kill the guy who teaches you how to throw your knife, the character is going to be right here by the crane. Make sure you kill him. He's the one on the right. All of these characters are going to have a proper name. That's how you distinguish them apart from the regular enemies, so make sure you look out for those in case you are having a tough time finding them in the background. Anyways, this is going to be later on in this mission when you are trying to cross the train in order to get to the tunnel opening. The character is going to be right here holding these hostages. Make sure you take him out, and then we can move on. Mission number 3 is going to have another 2 characters from the starting area, which is this little barn place. You want to make sure you scroll up once you get access to the rest of the town. You want to look for the next character. He's going to be in the doorway of this little construction yard right here. And if you are wondering, you can go up and kill the person like normal, or if you're too lazy to walk up, you can also use the kill cheat. Second character is going to be right down the street, so either walk there or just tilt the camera down, and then what you want to do is want to make sure you look for this person next to the building 2 buildings down. He should be between the last building on the street and the tree line, so make sure you spot him and kill him. He's going to be a blacksmith. Take him out, and then we can move on to the next level, which is going to be mission number 4. This is the wedding mission at Higgins Estate. The first character is going to be a tad glitchy. It's not going to be enough just to knock him out or to kill him. What you actually have to do to get him to count towards the achievement is to pick up his either unconscious or dead body and throw it over the ledge right here. So if you happen to get that, that should be what counts towards the achievement. So it is a note to keep in mind. I believe he is the only character that functions like that. So after him, you are going to want to move the camera up, and you want to make sure you go over here to the kind of wedding reception area. There's going to be this little side stage right here. Make sure you either teleport over here or just use the kill cheat to take out the lady. She's going to be the one in the blue dress, so make sure you get her, and then we should be done for this mission. On to mission number 5 at O'Hara Ranch. We are going to start out up here playing as McCoy. What you want to do is want to make sure you go down. You want to go down to this barn with the oil puddle, which we used for a slew of achievements. The person is going to be to the left generally of it, especially if you start the mission. If you do this a little later on, the enemy placement might be a little different, so you kind of want to get this out of the way as soon as possible. Take her out, and then we could be safe to move on. You do have to play up until the first objective, which is you rescuing Trapper from the little fisherman's hut right here. Once you rescue him, you should have access to the right side of the map. Make sure you move the camera over here. You want to look on this little silo right here, and then the second person is going to be up here. Teleport here to kill him, or just use the kill cheat, doesn't really matter. Once he's out, you should be done with that one. On to mission 6, Eagle Falls. We are going to start out on the left side right here. We are just going to move the camera to the right, and then you're going to notice the little mill area right here. Look inside, and then you want to make sure you look on the left side. The guy is going to be at the corner right here, so take him out. And then the second person is going to be up north, so just make sure you move the camera straight up, and you want to make sure you go to the quarry area. So this is going to be the area that you pick up the dynamite from optionally in the main story. So what you want to do is want to make sure you go up, and then you want to make sure you stop right here once you notice this area, and then you're going to notice the building where you are supposed to get the dynamite from, and there's going to be a guard that walks back and forth between the dynamite and the quarry. Make sure you take him out. He's going to be the long coat character, so make sure you take care of him, and then we can move on to the next level. Mission 7 is going to be another complicated kind of one since you aren't allowed to kill anyone. So what you have to do is you have to make sure at the start you warp over here and then take care of Restless Anne. I just recommend using the kill cheat to take care of her. You are normally supposed to knock her out to get her to count, but might as well take advantage of the cheats given to us. Mission 8 on Baton Rouge is going to contain 3 characters that we need to take out. The first one is going to have his own achievement, which you can't get simultaneously as the collectible, so unfortunately you're going to have to do this over 2 playthroughs. That's going to be the dentist. So he's going to be on the southern edge of town right here by his cart. Obviously there's the achievement to bring him a patient, but that will obviously take him out of the map, so you have to do this from a separate playthrough from that achievement. Nonetheless, take him out, and that's going to be 1 towards this achievement. And then the other 2 characters are going to be right next to each other in the center of town right here. So just move to the center. It's going to be next to the Gatling gun right here. So first person's going to be north of the Gatling gun behind this little barricade of rubble. So just make sure you look for him. He should be next to this person with the question mark over their head. So take him out. He's going to be the sheriff. So just make sure you take him out. And then the next person is going to be also next to the Gatling gun. So just tilt the camera slightly down, and then the person is going to be standing on this little bank safe right here. Just make sure you take them out either from afar, or you can actually use the Gatling gun if you want to have a little bit of fun. So make sure take care of that, and then move on to level 9. Level 9, you want to make sure you play through the opening bit. Once you get voodoo free and the rest of the map opens up to you, we're going to hit right on the D-pad, and then we're just going to click on Free Hector. That should warp you to his location. Then what you want to do is you want to make sure you go over here, and the person is going to be up on this little scaffolding right here on this little watchtower. And this is actually going to be the halfway point of the achievement, which is going to be the 15th person taken out. So you should be good for the first achievement right here called Seasoned Bounty Hunter. That's going to be for 30 gamer score. With that taken care of, we can start the first person of the second half of the achievement. Same thing as before, but this one is going to be next to Kate. Right on the D-pad, click on the free Kate objective to warp over to her location, and then just make sure you take out the person who's also going to be on a watchtower. This one is going to be closer to the cage, however, so way easier to find. Make sure you take them out the same way, either climbing up the ladder and killing them, or just using the kill cheat. Once this is taken care of, finish up the level, and then move on to mission number 10, which is going to be New Orleans. There's going to be 3 people in here. First 2 you can get right at the start. Make sure you tilt the camera slightly to the bottom right, and next to the gallows is going to be the first person. Make sure you take them out, and then once they are taken care of, we are going to move slightly up and to the right. You want to make sure you go to this little town square area, look to the left side balcony, and then on the balcony is going to be your person right over here in this corner. So make sure you take them out, and then once they're taken care of, you are going to have to play through your first objective, do all the things where you steal the letters from the 3 people, and then eventually when you need to regroup all your characters, you are going to start the second half of the mission. So once you get to that part, and then all 3 people are over here, you are going to get the little cutscene, and once that's over, you are free to explore this part of town. The third character should be patrolling this little area right here. So look for a person named Nishi the Kid, and make sure you take them out, again, from either a distance or walking up and trying to kill them. They do have a patrol route, so you kind of have to be a little patient and then hope that they show up. Once they're out, we can move on to mission number 11, which is going to be Queen's Nest. There's going to be 2 people here. First one up is going to be to the left of town, so just pan the camera slightly left and then tilt up. And then right on the outskirts of town, you have kind of this fenced out area. You want to make sure you look for the person sitting down on the bench to the left next to this little campfire. Take them out, so that's going to be the first person. And then the next person is going to be on the ship that you have to burn down towards the end of the mission. So just move the camera diagonally up, and then what you want to do is you want to make sure you look for the boat. Once you spot it, you are going to look on this little scaffolding right here, the tallest part of the boat, and the person's going to be standing up here. Take them out, and then we should be free to continue on with the rest of the mission, which involves burning the boat and then escaping on the smaller boat. Once you take care of that, we can move on to mission number 12, which is going to be a stealth mission, but that's not going to be any worry to us thanks to our cheats. We're going to start out right here on the bottom of the map. Make sure you tilt up, and then make sure you look for the person right here talking to these 2 civilians. So this is right outside of the main town square right here in the center of the map. Taking care of them, we can move on to the second person, so make sure you move slightly to the right and then up. You want to make sure you kind of position the camera next to the dockyard right here. From here, go slightly down. You should notice this corner building with the water tower on top of it. The person is going to be right here. They're kind of blocked off by the building if you are on the default camera, so rotate it if you can't see. But anyways, this person is going to be searching these dead bodies. Again, just use the kill cheat to take them out from a distance, which is going to save a ton of work. And then once you take care of that, we can move on to mission number 13. So mission number 13 is going to be at the gold mine. This is the first mission of chapter 3. After the opening bit where you recover your gear, you should have access to the rest of the map. You want to make sure you follow the rail line until you get to the fork, then make sure you take the left path, and that should take you up here to this kind of shantytown area. On this taller building on this deck is going to be our first person. Make sure you take them out. Once they're down, just continue to follow the rail line and then make sure you take the left path again. And you want to make sure you go to this little watery area. Then make sure you tilt slightly down and then look for the person on this wooden platform. And then once they're out, we should be done with the people of this chapter. Chapter 14, this one is going to start out right here. This is the one with the train. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you stay to the left side and then just keep moving the camera through town until you get to the last building right here. Once you get here, you want to make sure you look on the tower, and then the person is going to be right up here. Take them out, and then we can move on to the next person. This person is going to be a little tricky, since you can't use the kill cheat to take out a sleeping enemy. You are going to have to warp here, but obviously if you warp here without invisibility nor immortality on, the people are going to gun you down. Make sure the cheats are enabled, and then just warp Trapper over here. Then just use his hatchet to take out the person sleeping on this corner, and then we should be good for this mission. And this is going to apply to any other sleeping enemies that we are going to encounter from here on out. Mission number 15, the penultimate mission. We're going to start out at the right side of the map. Tilt the camera slightly up. We're going to have someone sleeping in the stables right here. Again, make sure you warp Trapper or Cooper or Voodoo over any of the enemies who can actually kill someone, and then just kill him while he's sleeping, and then we should take care of that. And then the second and final person of the mission is going to be to the left of the starting point. Make sure you look at the bottom part of the map. You should notice this hedge maze right here. The person is going to be right here on this bench. Just warp over here or just use the kill cheat and then take him out. And then we are safe to move on to the final mission, mission number 16. This one is going to have another 2 people. Start out on the left side and just follow the trail up, and then you should notice that the trail should split up right about here after this building right here. So once you notice that, just make sure you take the left into the gulch, and then right here should be another sleeping person. Warp someone over here and then just have them kill him, and then we can move on to the second and final person of the mission and the final person overall, who is going to be our 31st victim. We are going to move over to the right side, so cross the canyon and then look over here. Next to the little suspension bridge should be this long coat enemy. This is going to be the person you are looking for. Teleport here to take them out, or just use the kill cheat, doesn't really matter. This is person number 31. Once they're taken care of, in addition to the other 30, you should be good for the big achievement. There it is, 200 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.